Oh.
Free Play Arcade Tuesday Night Fights, where casuals become competitors and competitors become champions.
Welcome to a live broadcast, live from Free Play Denton. It's your host, Chris Delp. Tuesday Night Fights, SoulCalibur 1920s edition. Joining me, as always, the Tap Patrol himself, Mr. Dustin Crane. Let me hear from you.
I'm right here. How are you doing tonight, Chris?
Fine and dandy. Quite peachy, sir. What in the holy hell is going on today?
Well, today we seem to have a multitude of SoulCalibur fighters that want to take over the champion realm for today, August 20th of the year 2019. The day has been graced, and they will fight until the ending. One person may reign while the others will fall.
That's expert advice there. Well, let's see what the action holds for us today.
What's happening?
I don't know, Michael Beltran. This is, of course, in loving memory of Michael Beltran. Had an unfortunate accident at the onset of our show, causing the delay.
Rest in peace, Michael Beltran. Your fighting championship will not hold today.
For continuing updates on the Michael Beltran death story, we will occasionally swing to sideline reporter Carlos Rodriguez live on the scene, letting us know what's been going on this whole time.
The grill master himself.
All right. Let's see. We have the brackets ready. The FPAplayers.challenge.com, because the internet apparently exists in the 1920s. The chat is active, and we need it active because we are winging it today. No live feed. Thus, we are doing an old-timey radio broadcast. How do you feel about this?
I feel as well as you could in any day in the 1920s because, this is all that we have to explain to everyone that is about of our surroundings.
All right.
We have the game to our back. We have superficial technology to our front.
And as per usual, Arthur Williams is nowhere to help, neither producing nor running the tournament. I will somehow run the tournament myself and announce it. Let's start with Emily and Taylor versus Drunk Chris, not me, Faulkner, and Damon. Although we hear Faulkner may be fluid and switching teams if indeed he shows up.
From what I hear, it is a great turnaround all at the very beginning of the game.
Throwing it to our producer to hopefully help me flag down the idiot teammates and get them started. So it's Chris, Damon, Emily, and Taylor live on SoulCalibur at Free Play Denton, one of the most popular games here that apparently does not work too well with our new Gemma bypass.
Now I must say, I have heard good things about this Emily and Taylor duo. Taylor, I've heard, has great holds of this SoulCalibur format. However, I also hear that Damon also holds great terms in this SoulCalibur format. Now, the truth be told, we won't know until they go against each other.
Will they actually play?
Oh, how the future unfolds.
What an incredible track mode. Huang swinging his little stick. Nope, that's Kilik. My bad. Emily and Taylor are ready. Can Chris and Damon be ready?
One team ready to go. Where's the second team?
There they are.
There's part of the second team.
There they are.
Oh, there they are.
Sophitia versus Mitsurugi.
A
No?
challenge
No,
for the
maybe not.
ages.
Yes, Sophitia, played by Emily, backed by Taylor, an expert SoulCalibur player we hear. Drunken Chris has gone with Maxi.
Sophitia versus Maxi. Who will win?
Maxi,
We
of
will
course,
know.
famous Elvis impersonator, wielding nunchucks. Quick hit from Maxi. Early life lead, got his back turned to the ring. Sophitia sweeps. Again, back to the wall. There is no wall. Somehow Maxi has stayed upright.
Oh!
KO Sophitia. Emily
He held on so good.
representing a former free play employee in the house.
However, previously, Sophitia was taking the advantage. Now Maxi is bringing it on with an onslaught of attacks. Medium kicks, light attacks. He will not be held back. Oh, hit her with a combo. He does not want to accept that one victory against him.
Second round goes emphatically to Drunk Chris, who is now wielding a lightsaber disguised as a nunchuck. Still with full Elvis regalia. Nice juggle and out of the ring.
Ooh.
Sophitia plummets to her perhaps death into the water. Can she swim in all that armor? We do not know. Taylor now steps up.
Well, Maxi proves that Sophitia cannot afford Las Vegas, New Vegas.
Once again, you are listening to the old-timey radio broadcast of Tuesday Night Fights, SoulCalibur in Denton, our 2v2 tournament, continuing nonetheless. Chase Antimith in the chat. I bet he wishes he was here manning the drop board right now. This truly was his day to get to Denton. The most wheels off of all broadcasts. Kalik versus Maxi as Taylor fights to keep his team alive. Currently down on life. 2, Drunken Chris.
All right.
And just like that, Drunken Chris has taken round 1. No longer rocking the Elvis impersonator gear. How would you describe that, Trapper Troll?
Well, as I would describe it, that Maxi accordingly could not afford to take any more of the humiliation from the first player team. He decided to attack all out, and he would not allow any move against him. Therefore, just now allowing him a second win against Taylor.
And just like that, Drunken Chris has proven that Damon does not need to leave Super Turbo. No. He has advanced by himself. All alone. No need for a partner. Drunken Chris proving himself to be a SoulCalibur master. Now, for an update on the dearly departed Michael Beltran, we swing it to our sideline reporter, Carlos the Grillmaster Rodriguez.
Hey, how's it going? This is Carlos. I'm over here enjoying happy hour all day. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you for that, Carlos. We will continue to go with Carlos updates as the evening progresses. Right now, we are preparing to get our next battle on the way. Looking at the brackets. Let's see if we can get the Grill Master himself going. Is Josh Featherstone in the building? Josh and Levi versus Alex and the Grill Master.
Ooh.
Faulkner has just arrived, late arriving, in the bracket anyway. Will his partner Edward Bowie show up? To be determined.
The world may never know.
Let's look at the favorites in this tournament. While someone, hopefully, for the love of God, fetches Alex the Grill Master, Josh and Levi. Number 1 seed, Michael, Finn, and myself, 2-time SoulCalibur champion. Why am I 2-time SoulCalibur champion? I don't know how to play this game.
Well, the world has told that the story of Chris Delp has lasted centuries longer than the years he has lived.
Somehow, there have been 4 separate people playing as Chris Delp in tournaments in the last year. Don't know which one this is. All right. Looks like Astaroth versus Mitsurugi. Team Josh Levi going with Josh as the noob. Whoa, there's a solid throw there from Astaroth, and Mitsurugi proving himself to be the noob.
However, Mitsurugi seems to have the strength behind himself to be able to continue it on. He took a little bit in the beginning, but he gave a lot.
Apparently, Mitsurugi was not trained in Japan to take giant 700-pound axe shots to the face. Finds himself back against the ring.
Another situation where
Astaroth headbutts him out of the ring, and just like that, Josh Featherstone is calling for Levi. Astaroth winning that match quite emphatically. Next up, Levi, who is checking people in at the bar. Let's tune to live reporting of Levi hitting on people at the bar. Looks like he's recommending tap number 8, the Blanche de Namur. How do you say that, Tap Patrol?
I can't even see it from right here.
Oh, no. He's going with the number 9 that I can pronounce, the Old Mad Joy. Produced from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Another good one.
One of my 8 hometowns. So, I hear this was the most anticipated Tuesday Night Fights ever in Free Play Denton.
So far, it has been. The only thing before it has been the Wheel of Fights, where any player could spin the wheel and it would appear on a random fight. It didn't matter if it was a fighting game or not. It only mattered if it was 1 or 2 player. The thing that mattered the most was being able to affect the other player into a dying position. Now, so far, SoCal has been one of the most favored fights of the area, and we will continue to watch it and make sure that it is one of the most favorite areas of this game, this format, and this competition for futures to unfold.
This update coming from the bar. Levi has not finished hitting on the one woman. He has now found a second woman and is hitting on them both at the same time. This is quite an impressive performance from Levi. No numbers have been exchanged as of yet, but Levi has not given up. The 2v2 tournament is apparently 2v2v2, and these 2 women are working their magic on Levi right now. Joining us now is another Levi who looks conveniently like Josh Featherstone. Let's see if this competitor can fare any better than the previous one.
We already knew that Levi was one of the future gods of SoulCalibur. How can he not change his shape to make himself look like anyone else?
He really needs fake Levi to do a masterful job here with Huang. Huang? I don't know how to say that.
Huang.
Not good so far, but coming back. Down about 75% life. One more tick, and Huang is done. Astaroth with the butt of his axe.
Now, Huang was attacking very well. However, Astaroth was able to defend it just as well and apply a counterattack.
A huge throw there, backbreaker from Astaroth. Excellent attack string from Huang, but again interrupted. It seems a giant axe is quite helpful in a battle.
Yes, it does.
Unclear what that sword is that Huang has. Perhaps I should have researched this game before I played in it.
Well, stories have told that Huang's sword holds the hopes and dreams of all the people that surround him.
Also the hopes and dreams of one Levi, as he hits on 2 women at the same time at the bar.
Now, Huang has been holding himself constant in this fight.
And peeled back that next round. And a lead here. Whoa, what happened to my voice? There we go. Ooh. Fake Levi moving on with Huang. Shenanigans have been called. Juan Carlos, the Grillmaster Rodriguez, has shown up and is now looking to pick Boxer here in SoulCalibur. Let's see how it goes.
And in that moment, Huang had proved that the other Astroth had been wrong.
Fortunately, no clips shall be made of this broadcast. Now, it's going to be Taki versus Kalik. No Boxer was to be had for one Carlos the Gorilla Master Rodriguez. Instead, Taki is his waifu of choice? Waifu?
You don't want to hurt
Dame. Dame Taki. Although, the fake Levi is doing good work against Taki right now. About a 60% life lead. Taki has her little dagger.
Oh.
Making a comeback. All right, poke strings. What's Kalik to do? Nothing. He could not find the white block button. The white block button is something that fake Levi has not found before. There it is. Kalik with the block. Real Levi in attendance now, rooting his team on. Oh, giant unblockable attempt there by the Grill Master. That had to be at least a top 4. Or do you not agree, Tap Patrol?
I would agree. From 100% to 1,000,000%. Kalik has been dominating this match from the outgo. However, every now and then, his block does not succeed, and he believes that he needs to fall into a subservient manner for at least 3 to 5 seconds.
Fair enough. And with that blow, Kalik evens up the match 1-1. One final round for the fake Levi and Carlos the Grill Master. Big lead here for Taki. And Grill Master has assimilated this game.
Oh, the Grill Master is one tricky opponent to beat. However, Kalik may be able to defend against it. However, today is not this game.
Superior movement by Taki. And the Grill Master clinks cans with his partner, whom I've already forgot his name, Alex. They emerge victorious. Levi, despondent, having not been able to play, walks back to the bar area. As we continue to fight through, let's have Cloud and Baldemar versus Michael and myself. Is there anybody else who could commentate this? Why would we? I'll just commentate and fight.
Oh, you should do it. You definitely have the talent. Go ahead and go through it.
Sir, I have no talent at all, unless that includes maze games.
What's the point of a maze game when this game is amazing?
Have I seen? Michael is now flirting with Sochi at the bar. She's ready to go. And Cloud and Baldemar are coming on down. Cloud's there. Michael's here. We're ready to go-ish. So, have you seen Cloud or Michael play before?
I have neither seen any of them play before. However, today will be a multitude of fascinations before my eyes.
Michael looks at you disapprovingly, knowing that she beat you 7 times at least last week.
We hold quiet about that day.
Fair enough, fair enough. Kill off in progress, knowing it's the true Tuesday night fight experience. There we go, we're moving on. Both characters will be able to choose new characters. One note about this game, invisible characters are disallowed. Are you disappointed in this?
Best. The best characters are the invisible characters, which they can see everyone. However, everyone can only see their weapons. The only difference between a normal character and the invisible characters is depending on if you believe in John Cena or not.
All right, Cloud going with Lizard Man. Michael looks to be picking Kalik.
Appears to be. However, the buttons do not appear to be working right now.
Who needs functioning buttons to compete in this game? Is that the right character? All right, round 1. And the buttons are back. That's good. Nice knockdown there for Kalik. Big lead there from Michael. Cloud looking to figure out the reptilian ways of Lizard Man.
And there was Khalid to prove that you don't need the functional buttons to prove that you are the best.
And once again, this is the Tapper Troll Dustin and Christelle proving that you do need direct feed to properly broadcast this. But we're trying anyway. Big lead for Kalik.
Oh,
Near
already
80.
got it down over 9/10. Oh!
A perfect.
A perfect in less than 30 seconds.
Michael Finn, professional SoulCalibur player, means that I don't ever have to leave the microphone. Now, Cloud needs partner Baldemar. There's Baldemar. Coming in through the ropes
BJ
now.
himself is ready to step up to the game. He is up to the plate. He's going to choose his champion, and he will fight to win for the honor of everyone, including yourself.
Interesting. Sophia was chosen. A long preparatory swig there from BJ. Much courage juice intake. Sophia tries to go in, takes a staff to the face. There the foot, finds the block button. What is this madness that's happening? Flip
Here
kick.
comes Sophia with the fucking counterattacks right there.
This is a very close first round. 20 seconds to go. Solid 3-hit combo from Kalik results in a knockdown, and just like that,
And Khalid takes it.
Michael up 1 round. No ring outs today. Only knockouts. A down Sophia trying to get back up. Back on her feet now. We'll see what round 2 has. Big sweep from Kalik. There's a stab by BJ.
Coming in the
BJ.
second round, Sophia is taking the advantage.
Another knockdown. Oh, big whiff from Sophia.
Not allowing Khalid to take the advantage this time
Oh,
around.
like that, a ring out, a ring out. The cheapest of all possible victories. Down near 80% life. Michael wins the match by herself with a ring out on Sophia. I need more of my sideline reporter from that. But moving on. Power Up says, we can't see anything live. You are correct. We have no video output. It's only the old-timey radio broadcast. We're trying to fill it in.
Hey, Carlos, would you like to join in for a second?
While we fetch the next match, we are going to go live to sideline reporter Carlos the Grillmaster Rodriguez for a live update on Michael Beltran. Patching into him now.
Michael Beltran, you didn't want to show up to Free Play Denton? You piece of shit. I'll see you soon.
And like that, sideline reporter Carlos the Grillmaster Rodriguez is out. Always wise words from him. We do not see Edward Bowie. We do see Faulkner. We're trying to delay the Mitchell Tapper Troll match until then. I do want to give Edward Bowie every chance to get here. Instead, we're going to go with some round 2 action. Ethan and Dakota versus Drunk Chris and Damon. All right. Ethan and Dakota against Drunk Chris. Oh, and Edward Bowie emerges. He's in time. There's Chris's first. Trying to get to his namesake. All right. I'm going to have to call the match and produce at the same time, so you guys hold off on choosing. Thankfully, in the 1920s, scoreboard assistant was a thing. I do not know if the competitors understand that they are not playing right now. There they are. All right. Kill off in progress. Dive off, maybe. No ring out to be had. That might clear us very quickly. No. Maxi refusing to knock his opponent out of the ring. Instead, going for the timeout. Should be an easy kill off, as killing is not needed in this game. Nightmare backs to the corner. Maxi rains down hits upon Nightmare. Completely in the corner. Maxi puts himself into the corner, and just like that, Maxi fails to get the ring out, but blissfully gets us out of this horrific kill-off match. The radio broadcast continues. Edward Bowie getting confirmation that he is indeed still in this tournament. Tapper Troll Dustin has abandoned me. Arthur also abandoned me. That makes it just a one-man show. One-man show, one-man producer. Maxi of Drunken Chris going undefeated in round one versus the Nightmare of Ethan. Big swings of that massive SoulCalibur sword from Nightmare. And Maxi is down to one magic pixel of life, doing a lot of his lightsaber shenanigans, but no. The Elvis impersonator is denied. Nightmare celebrates. Big lightsaber action there from Maxi. Massive attack streams that seem never ending. Perhaps mashed. Solid swings of the sword. Have Nightmare sending his opponent grounded. Soul charge there. Doesn't really pay off for Maxi, but it's tied in round two. Nightmare with the lead. Nightmare finishes off Drunken Chris, and for the first time all night long, we see his partner, Damon. Damon, a veteran of the QuakeCon fighting game scene this year, also a Mega Man champion. Mega Man will not be invented until the year 20XX, so we're not sure if that's going to help him today. Tapper Troll Dustin joining us once again. Big lead here. No, I take that back. It's back and forth swings as Sophitia of Damon and Nightmare's Ethan battle back and forth.
And they are holding it back and forth pretty well. However, Nightmare decided to let a few moves in. That way he could perform a super grapple and bring Sophitia back down to his level. At the end of it, however, Nightmare was not able to hold it up and lost the round.
Big juggle there from Sophitia, up around. Lets Nightmare off the hook, though, and eats a giant SoulCalibur sword to the face, and just like that, ring out. Sophitia in the drink once again. Final battle.
Here comes Sophitia, coming in strong against the Nightmare. However,
Oh, another
Nightmare,
throw. Another throw.
ooh, hits her right in the forehead.
Hard
That
to get
cannot feel
in.
good.
Hard to get in on those giant sword swings of Nightmare. Big stab. Flip kick. Lots of kick button action here from Sophitia. No need for a weapon in this weapon combat.
Ooh. Nightmare coming in with the grabs as soon as he can. And
Massive back throw.
ooh,
How did she turn her
Sophitia
back?
just
Why?
turned around.
Why in the world would Sophitia turn her back on a giant demon swinging a demon sword? It does not pay off for her. Faulkner comes up, but he's not actually on this team. Ethan moves on.
I think you're with Bowie now. I think it's going to be you and Bowie.
Dakota celebrates somewhere, having not yet played. This is a potential super team right here. Up next, Faulkner does indeed get to come to the stage. Edward Bowie and Faulkner versus Mitchell and Tapper.
Oh. Oh, darn. Okay. It's definitely me before Mitchell.
Fair enough. Tapper, Troll, and Mitchell. Two jacks, D10. Chris Dope is indeed trying to sound like a 1920s announcer guy. This is indeed continuing coverage of the most wheels-off free play Tuesday Night Fights experience of all time. Looking at the brackets, Ethan has moved on. Mitchell and the Tapper Troll awaiting Faulkner and Bowie. Faulkner and Bowie, both in the house. Neither interested in playing their game. Faulkner and Bowie are up now. Can someone go get Edward Bowie? Edward Bowie right there on Mortal Kombat 2. Bowie saunters up for his first round matchup against the Tapper Troll.
It's going to be a very interesting match here, Chris.
Indeed it is. Tapper Troll takes a swig of his freshly tapped beer.
Picks Voldo as his character, and looks like Bowie is going with Killick, the long bow staff using character, and, well, I'm not sure how else to describe him.
I think he's maybe a medieval version of one Donatello from the Ninja Turtles, swinging in his sweet bow staff. What is this outfit from Voldo? Please, describe it to me, Ethan.
I would say it's a very gothic, very perhaps a medieval chain armor, perhaps, if you will, and a gauntlet of spikes of some sort. He's doing a lot of work, though. He's putting in a lot of damage, giving the 1-1-2 to Killick and taking the round.
Massive
Wow!
win from Voldo.
Very acrobatic throw to end the round. On to battle 2.
This fighting stance might be a bit sexually explicit for the 1700s.
Good thing this is all on radio and they can't see it.
Definitely a good thing there.
Just big swings from Voldo.
Big life lead. Oh, Killick catches Voldo coming in. Evens up the match. It's any man's game.
And a low sweep from Voldo takes the round, and we're on to Faulkner. Tapper Troll might do this by himself.
Yes, Tapper Troll, part of our super team. Tapper, Troll, and Mitchell. TT claims that Mitchell is the better of the two. We have yet to see him lose, so unclear there. But as Denton natives, we'll let them get away with some shenanigans. Mitsurugi, the choice from Faulkner. And Mitsurugi down twice already and out of the ring.
Wait a minute.
However, Mitsurugi won because I felt first.
Weird occurrence here. Voldo dives out of the ring, knocking Mitsurugi out, but not before Voldo hits the drink first, losing the match via ring out.
Very, very rare occurrence. I've never seen that happen before. Mitsurugi taking big swipes. Oh, getting swiped by Voldo.
Very little life for Mitsurugi. And the Voldo of the Tapper Troll evens up the match. Final battle now, as both competitors try to ignore the idiot yelling in their ear. Big swings from Mitsurugi. Knocked down.
Make that 2 idiots.
Indeed.
Oh, Mitsurugi. Takes a shiving kick to the ankles.
Mitsurugi with a slide kick. Faulkner moves past the Tapper Troll and on to Mitchell. Who will Mitchell choose? Looks like Nightmare is coming up to the stage.
It's a battle of big sword versus bigger sword.
Indeed. Bigger sword has prevailed so far. Let's see if that stands up. Again, this whole broadcast goes out to the family of the late Michael Beltran. Passed away at the onset of the tournament. We have been joining Carlos the Grillmaster Rodriguez for updates on any future funeral information you might need.
And Mitsurugi taking the first round with very, very little trouble from his side.
Yes, that's a big sword Nightmare has. It takes him a while to swing it, though. Not using it there, going for the headbutt. Whiffs with the sword and gets stabbed right through the gut, somehow surviving.
some very high vitality and strength from these fighters. Oh, and a kick right to the gut ends the round, and just like that, Faulkner turns it around and takes the round.
Faulkner devastating. Super team of Mitchell and Tapper Troll. Edward Bowie celebrating wildly in the background. They're moving on. In fact, they're playing again.
Oh my.
Edward Bowie saunter back onto the battle arena. You face off against Derek and Arthur. Derek and Arthur have been performing deep surgery on the Astro City this entire time. Will they actually come out and play their game? Unclear. While they both look innocently into the candy cab, Edward Bowie is ready. Let's see if somebody can fetch Derek for me. Once again, this is Chris Depp commentating the entire match, radio style for you, as we don't have direct feed. Ethan has been on production. Arthur has been nowhere to be found. He is up as player now. Edward Bowie is also up. Arthur holding a square gate. Interesting. Derek supervising. James from Denton, manager of Free Play Denton, as they perform deep surgery on an Astro City. No characters, no players making any sort of movement towards the stage. Edward Bowie playing the wrong game. Let's go ahead and commentate Edward Bowie playing the wrong game as John Talbane versus the Morrigan of Carlos the Grillmaster Rodriguez, our own sideline reporter.
I will admit, Chris, I do not know much about Darkstalkers or Vampire Savior as a whole. I'm just going to say that it's very interesting to watch these gothic characters going at it like this in such fisticuffs.
Arthur Williams saunters up. Can he find Derek, his partner? And now, we do indeed have competitors. Edward Bowie is needed at SoulCalibur.
Looks like he's taking, as the kids would say, taking these hands in Vampire Savior.
That is what the kids would say.
These old-fashioned 1920s kids using future slang, as it were.
It's the final round for Grillmaster and Edward Bowie on the wrong game.
And that's going to be it. Grillmaster taking the round on Darkstalkers.
Grillmaster prevails, but Edward Bowie is now up on SoulCalibur.
We're going to slide back over to the proper game going on.
The Tri-State champ is correct. Dakota is so good he does not even need to play. He is one of our favorites today. Dominating in pre-match casuals. It's now Derek versus Edward Bowie. His partner Faulkner advanced him by himself.
Looks like Bowie is going to go with, well, we're not sure who he's going with yet. Derek is going with Lizard Man.
Interesting choice. The second reptilian choice from today's tournament.
Bowie's still bouncing back and forth. He's going to pick Killick, the bow staff wielding man.
Yes, indeed.
Quite a sight to see here. A giant reptilian man with a full body of armor and a shield and a sword.
Lizard Man appears to be suffering from Parkinson's syndrome. Cannot move his face at all.
Yes, very unfortunate. Big kicks from Lizard Man.
Oh, and unblockable attempt by Edward Bowie. Interrupted by the throw of Lizard Man.
Lots of parries. Lizard Man going back to the corner. He might get wrung out if he's not careful. Lizard Man always just taking hits, though, and Killick is going down. Lizard Man takes the first round.
Via kick to the ankle. Disreputable move.
Very devastating, though.
Here in a weapon-based combat match, kicking his man in the ankle. Killick trying to shake it off. Gets a knockdown to start round two. Using that superior bow staff length. Lizard Man continuing to work the kick button. Now goes in with a headbutt, refusing to use his weapon, and it does not pay off for him as Killick wins round two. Edward Bowie showing us how it's done.
That's right, going on to the final round here. Killick coming out strong. Kind of posturing here going on.
Another 2 knockdowns for Killick. 3rd knockdown. Lizardman can barely stay on his feet.
Oh,
a massive throw. Into the corner goes Killick.
Big combo, and that's going to be it.
Too much of a life lead for Killick. And Edward Bowie defeats Derek.
And up walks the master of SoulCalibur, Arthur Williams himself.
Defending Tuesday Night Fights champion here at Free Play Denton.
Picking Mitsurugi.
Also Evo champion. Also Mario Maker 4 champion. Having prevailed over a series of small children.
Quite a number of accolades for Arthur Williams here. Just using samurai sword to great effect. Just slicing Killick just slicing him to death. Wow,
a perfect like that. Edward Bowie is down. Much like the famed match between Captain Kirk and Khan. Khan not thinking in the 3D. Neither was Edward Bowie. As Mitsurugi continues to walk back into the background and swing away.
Oh, Killick uses some trickery with the bow staff, gets a hit in. Roughly tied on health.
Yes, it's close. Killick might actually win this one. There's a juggle attempt. Can't knock his opponent out of the ring and pays the price.
So close from Killick. Almost got the round, but it was not enough. Edward Bowie is knocked out.
If he would have simply juggled him out of the ring, that would have been it. Instead, he juggled him back into the ring. Mitsurugi wakes up, and Arthur Williams prevailed, now going against Edward Bowie's near-invincible partner, Faulkner.
Oh, wait a minute. I believe we're seeing doubles here. There's a Mitsurugi mirror match going on.
It's the Clone Wars of SoulCalibur.
Some big swings from the second Mitsurugi by Faulkner.
No knockdowns yet. Oh, there's combo. A juggle attempt. Into the corner goes Arthur.
Faulkner has the life lead. He's putting the pressure onto Arthur. Oh, but Arthur's getting combos in.
Big whiff.
I can't tell who's at the corner right now.
Arthur's stuck in the corner, but fighting his way out with a life lead. Oh, no, just like that.
Who? Oh,
Faulkner prevails. Round 1 in the closest possible match.
Magic Pixel prevails.
Unblockable attempt by Arthur goes nowhere.
Some positioning.
Big slash equaling a stun for Faulkner.
Oh, Arthur gets the big combo off. He has the life lead. He has the positions. Can he seal the deal, though, and take this to a 3rd round?
Nice attack string there by Faulkner, but not quite enough. One final round, while 2 obnoxious idiots yell into the ears of their competitors. Mitsurugi versus Mitsurugi.
Oh, big Faulkner combo. Arthur's putting the pressure back on, but he's taking damage as well.
So many horizontal attacks. It's as if the competitors are just mashing the A button.
Oh, was that a perfect? I can't tell.
No perfect there, but a ring out by Faulkner.
Faulkner takes the victory.
Means Edward Bowie and Faulkner have emerged into the semifinals.
Some serious SoulCaliburing going on right now as we go in. I believe we're going into the loser side of the bracket, as the bracket is being updated as we speak. We believe we're going to be getting our next match very soon.
Up next, we have our original announcer, Mitchell and Tapper Troll. They face off against Josh and Levi, or possibly the fake Levi, or possibly whomever plays as Levi, as he continues to talk to all the women in the bar.
It's quite the hustler, I see.
Again, we're going to look for Josh and Levi. I'll keep with you while our producer Ethan fetches Josh and Levi, Mitchell and Tapper Troll. Checking in on the chat, as Uncle Yosh is correct. TNF is Takis tonight. Your old-timey radio broadcast of Tuesday Night Fights. We do not have direct feed. We do not have color. We only have this audio broadcast of SoulCalibur. Jax D would like to hear us call Punch Out. I would like to call Punch Out as well. Whenever Mike Tyson versus Free Play Denton happens, I like Mike Tyson's chances. Oh, our competitors are up. Levi and Mitchell. First time for each of them to play, I believe. Mitchell going with Nightmare. Levi with Kalik. Levi described as one of the Free Play Denton gods of SoulCalibur. Not by me, by the Tapper Troll. Tapper Troll, his opponent now. Oh, nice poke string there from Kalik, keeping Nightmare at bay. Nightmare rolling around on the ground, gets up. Big slash, knockdown for Nightmare. Not much damage though. Huge life lead for Kalik, and once again, described as the god of SoulCalibur from Free Play Denton. Levi showing why.
Yeah, it's very hard for Nightmare to wield that massive sword of his. I believe it might put him at a disadvantage in this match going forward.
Wild wake up there from Kalik, who found himself knocked down, gets up with a kick, knocks Nightmare down, but a big life lead for Nightmare. And an ankle kick, a disreputable ankle kick, I might add.
Indeed.
Wins the round, ties it up.
Big slash misses. Kalik taking the life lead. Oh, but big slashes as well from Nightmare and pushes Kalik
Right into the corner and
no!
slid out, a ring out. Another disreputable win, but Nightmare moves on nonetheless. Mitchell versus Josh.
Very interesting to see that a slight kick to the knees or the ankles is quite as effective as a sword slash to these characters. It's very interesting to see.
Especially a sword the size of SoulCalibur.
Indeed.
A sword so legendary, we named the game after it.
Looks like Josh Featherstone is stepping up, picking Mitsurugi.
Mitsurugi, a popular choice today. Moving into the background with his own sword attack. Nightmare does not oblige. Clean hit.
More disreputable kicks to Mitsurugi at the ankles, pushing him back into the corner, but Mitsurugi comes back with a big counter.
Big, slow sweep from Mitsurugi finds its way home. Nice reactions from Mitsurugi. And a life lead, stun. Nightmare rolling around on the ground. Life deficit. Josh wisely realizes he's got a huge lead with 10 seconds to go. Lets Nightmare come to him. Big swings from Nightmare, but his sword ain't that long.
And it's not going to be enough. Mitsurugi takes the round.
Nightmare plunges SoulCalibur into the ground, frustrated that he could not find his gun. Mitsurugi continues to walk away. Round 2. Live continuing coverage of our old-timey radio broadcast of Tuesday Night Fights.
Very nice parry from Mitsurugi. Big combo as well. Oh, more disreputable kicks to the knees.
Nightmare decides to use his sword, gets a sweep, evens up the match. Another sweep. Big swings blocked by Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi with the counter attack. Evens it up. 14 seconds remain.
Big combo.
Just like that, Josh Featherstone avenges his double loss performance in the first round.
And up walks the Tapper Troll, the commentator turned fighter. Who is Tapper Troll going to pick? Oh, he's going Voldo.
Tapper Troll, a future speech champion here at Free Play Denton. Roughly 200 years into the future. Picks Voldo once again. Voldo doing some movements I failed to be able to describe. Gets a knockdown. Gets 2 horizontal sword slashes to the face. He seems to like that. Voldo is a very interesting fellow.
That's very interesting indeed. Voldo,
diving onto the ground, rolling around.
Doing some movements I can't explain.
Unblockable rolling attack. Does not find its way home.
And takes a couple of stabs, and it's just going to keep going. My goodness, that doesn't seem quite fair.
Goes for a hold on his knockdown opponent, places his crotch on his face, and does some unspeakable things during the ring out. Another slow slash there from Mitsurugi. Does not find its way home.
On to round 2 we go. Voldo doing some acrobatics of some sort, but Mitsurugi doing a big throw, getting the big damage.
Mitsurugi has the life lead, but no longer. Voldo looking like a champ.
Oh!
Until he eats a sword to the face. Oh, my goodness.
That's not healthy, I hear.
No. Voldo gets back up, declares that he likes the pain, and continues fighting.
And I should reiterate, this is the loser side of the bracket. Whoever loses this round goes home. Mitsurugi.
And big life lead for Mitsurugi, but he's near the corner. Can he stay? No!
Oh, no!
Out of the ring, and just like that.
Spatial awareness of Josh Featherstone is not paying off as he gets wrung out. And Tapper Troll and his teammates see another day in this bracket of SoulCalibur.
Up next, we are going to have Cloud and Baltimore versus Emily and Taylor.
Continuing our loser bracket side of the tournament. The teams on the winner side get to relax for a little bit, let this play out as we await the arrival of the two teams.
Cloud and BJ. Looking for them now. I assume someone's looking for Cloud and BJ. Emily greeting her fans. Emily, the longtime bartender of Free Play Denton, very famous in these parts. Roses being thrown at her feet.
It's a very beautiful display.
Cloud may not be answering the bell.
Do my producerly duties and go find our contestants.
And like that, Ethan is gone to fetch Cloud. Continuing coverage of our old-timey radio broadcast of Free Play Tuesday Night Fights, SoulCalibur. Tiger Lily 92 wants to know what year this is. SoulCalibur appears to take place in the 16th century, something along those lines. If you have not heard, one Michael Beltran perished at the beginning of the tournament. Much sadness greeted us all. For live continuing coverage of that story, we switch to our sideline reporter, Juan Carlos the Grill Master Rodriguez.
So Michael Beltran died?
Unclear.
Well,
we have not seen him.
Well, niggas die every day, B.
And with that, Carlos the Grill Master Rodriguez is gone. We would like to thank Carlos for all of his field work and reporting as we try and figure out how to change the scene.
We found Cloud.
Oh, Cloud is here. Cloud is in the ring. Emily still talking with her fans. Cloud ready to go. BJ has her back, has Cloud's back. Lizard Man is the choice from Cloud. What was the weapon of Cloud Strife?
That was a Buster Sword, I believe.
Buster Sword. Not a Buster Sword chosen here by Cloud. Allen. Instead going with the sword and the shield of Lizard Man. And the Parkinson-stricken face that does not move at all.
Very unfortunate. To be both reptilian and also suffer from Parkinson's.
Not reptilian is the Sophia of Emily. Also with a sword and a shield. Similar fighters here. Oh, a big stab there from Emily. No big follow-up. Juggle attempt there. Lizard Man temporarily on the ground and stabbed through the gut. Horrific, horrific injury suffered by Lizard Man, but gets up with his reptilian superpowers. Round two begins.
Big launcher from Sofita.
No follow-up. Slashes and swipes by Sophia, finding their way home. Big life lead. Lizard Man in the corner, fighting his way out with the butt of his shield.
Seems kind of impractical as he also lost that round.
Yes.
But what am I but a measly commentator from up here?
Cloud's strategy of swinging not the weapon but the shield does not pay off. That's okay. Up to the stage now, BJ. BJ also going Lizard Man. No. I take that back. Emily goes Lizard Man. A clear violation of the rules. Sophia being chosen by BJ. It's okay. Emily can violate any of the rules. That's in the Tuesday Night Fights bylaws.
Yes, indeed.
Emily claiming she does not know what she's doing and proves that to not be the case by knocking down Sophia and juggling multiple times in the air. Sophia coming back now and indeed wins the round with a vicious flip kick.
Quite acrobatic as we go on to round two.
Emily not even looking at the beginning of round two, but gets the first attack. 1,000 points granted if this was Super Turbo, which it is not.
Unfortunately.
Oh, big stab there from Sofitia to even up the round. Juggle attempt there from Lizardman, and a headbutt KO. Emily.
That hard reptilian skin seems to be quite effective. Big hit from the shield from Lizardman to open up round 3. But Sofitia takes a whole lot of damage in return. I was going to say.
Headbutted into the corner. Fighting her way out is Sofitia. Fighting quite effectively, and BJ emerges victorious over Emily. A hug from the competitors. What good sportsmanship being shown. You would be surprised about how many competitors do the sportsman-like hug with Emily whenever she is defeated. Now we have Taylor. Taylor is the partner of Emily. Better at SoulCalibur in every way, we hear from our scouting report. He picks Kalik. The Sofitia of BJ versus the Kalik of Taylor. Big juggle there from Kalik. Sofitia fights her way back, my bad. Very even with 25 seconds left. Sofitia downs the opponent. Kalik returns the favor. Nobody has any life, 20 seconds remain. Oh, and a stab of the bow staff. The Donatello-like Kalik emerges victorious in round 1.
It's actually very hard to get a good view sometimes of the screen.
That's why we're doing this old-timey radio broadcast.
Yes, indeed. It's very important to have a good... oh my goodness. We turn around for just a second. Kalik with the disreputable sweep into the ring out. And just like that, Kalik takes the round.
Major dishonor there from Taylor, but wins the round anyway. Cannot face his opponent. Throws him out of the ring. Credited with the victory. We'll see more of that team of Emily and Taylor later. Cloud and BJ defeated. They are swept into casuals. Unfortunate occurrence. Up next we have Derek and Arthur, the free play team, versus Drunk Chris and Damon. Drunk Chris doing quite well in the first round, doesn't you say, Ethan?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I don't quite believe I don't remember what character he was using, but he's putting whatever character he was using to very good use.
We are live on the air. Carlos the Grill Master Rodriguez is not giving us a report at the moment, so we switch the scene. There we go. All right, up now. Derek and Arthur. Had trouble fetching Derek and Arthur last time. They are aware, though. Drunk Chris and Damon, their opponents. Drunk Chris is ready. Drunk Chris not with an alcoholic drink.
Doesn't seem like he's living up to his name now.
There's his drink. His healing fluid. Now all we need is one Derek. Derek, legendary tech of Free Play Denton. Father of the Denton ST scene. Also terrified of one Facebook.
Some technical difficulties rectified thanks to the help of Chris Delp, my dear friend and good commentator.
And undefeated in this tournament.
Yes, indeed.
As I have never played. I may be playing later, or my partner Michael may win this by herself. We shall see later, but you, the audience, shall not see because we have no live feed. So we are presenting this in full old-timey radio broadcast style.
Including old-timey radio voices as well.
We do appreciate the rehost by one Tiger Lily 92, who has heretofore been laughing her ass off at home.
Seems like a very good well-spent Tuesday night, listening to a couple of idiots yelling into some mics.
We are indeed a couple of idiots. We might even count as 3 idiots today. Derek is up on the right side. Drunk Chris, with his swig of possibly a beer, is ready on the left side. Lizard Man is the choice. No? Yes? No? Lizard Man is the choice from Derek.
And Maxi is the choice from Drunk Chris.
Drunk Chris going consistently with Maxi. In full Elvis regalia. Oh my goodness. Lizardman licks his sword. That does not seem healthy or hygienic.
No, indeed. Oh, big combo from Lizardman. Just using that sword to great it. Oh, I take that back. Maxi using those nunchuck weapons to great effect as well.
These mashing attack streams seem overpowered at this noob level. Maxi emerges victorious of round 1. Derek trying to figure out how to SPD his opponent. Wrong game, sir. Round 2 has begun. A knockdown here. Another knockdown from Lizardman, but Maxi keeps getting up. A third knockdown.
Maxi bringing it back just a little bit. Oh, but a big combo from Lizardman.
Fails to get the juggle. There's a throw. A throw and a knockout for Lizardman. Round 3 shall be had. Lizardman celebrating wildly now with a weird Lizardman dance.
On to the final round. Oh, and Maxi coming out with the kicks. Just says to hell with the nunchucks, if you will. I'm just going to use my feet.
Another
no.
throw from Lizardman. How is he getting so close? How does Derek throw in every game?
It's just a part of his nature, I suppose. And Maxi!
My goodness, a huge life lead squandered by Derek as he tried to run in and throw once again against a man wielding a weapon. The Elvis impersonator Maxi emerges victorious. Arthur Williams confidently steps up with his EVO Championship belt and the Tears of the Children he defeated in the Mario Maker tournament just last week, picking Mitsurugi. Will he deal with his 3D walking strategy once again?
Speaking of the Tears of Children, reminds me of the late Michael Beltran, also having the tears of many children as he plays Osagat in Super Turbo.
Indeed, he is one to have murdered many small children. It is unfortunate that he is lost from this world.
Yes, indeed.
Life lead from Maxi. Mitsurugi not doing his 3D walk at the moment. Pinned in the corner, tries to kick his way out. Does not go effectively. It's hard to get around those swinging attacks of Maxi. Wildly swinging, in fact.
Oh, but Mitsurugi, takes off almost 2/3 of health with just 2 attacks from Mitsurugi.
Massive knockdown. If this was another game, I would describe it as media attacks. Probably Oki would be the word here. Another knockdown from Mitsurugi, trying to keep his distance. Arthur Williams, cold, calculated, using that EVO Championship quality.
He's got 15 seconds to get a hit and gets it in. Going to the 3rd round.
Big win from round 2 of Mitsurugi.
Oh, and two big misses whiffs, if you will, from both characters. Trying to get some hits in. Mitsurugi getting the land. Oh, but Maxi's taking damage as well. Oh, big damage from Mitsurugi.
Slight life lead from Mitsurugi. Pokes it out. There we go. Using his superior movement, Arthur Williams prevails. On to Damon. Damon, the Eunice champion of QuakeCon, steps up. We are now informing him that this is not Eunice.
Yes, indeed.
He picks Sofitia.
We'll see if Sofitia and their shield can be of good use against the Samurai Sword of Mitsurugi. Oh, big misses.
Swing and a miss. Oh, a vicious stab there from the Sofitia of Damon.
Big knockdown. Mitsurugi down to half health. Sofitia still has not taken a hit. Oh, I take that back.
Wildly flying over 25 feet in the air is Sofitia. Why she would jump in a game such as this, we do not know, but it results in a ring out.
It's what happens when you try to defy gravity. Gravity wins.
She was juggled a clean 4 different hits while dangling 25 feet in the air of her own volition.
Very impressive skill and coordination from Mitsurugi.
Round 2 is going to Mitsurugi so far. Sofitia with the juggle. Sofitia evens it back up. A nice slide there off the run.
Does a couple of somersaults.
Solid defense. And a counterattack by Mitsurugi. And Arthur Williams prevails once again.
Putting the Mitsurugi to good use.
A vicious two-fingered point from one Arthur Williams. Victorious. He's moving on. So is Derek. Team Free Play. Once again representing. Up next, we have Mitchell and the Tapper Troll against Emily and Taylor. Side action being taken now as to whether someone will try and hug Emily after her defeat.
going to find our contestants.
Once again, continuing coverage of Tuesday night fights with no video feed at all. We refuse to give up, though. This is a full radio broadcast on Twitch. Crazed, drunken yelling in the arcade as the contestants are being found. Emily re-emerging. She will face off against Mitchell or Tapper Troll. We are unclear which one is claiming to be good at the game now.
Had some overheard some conversations between Tapper Troll and Mitchell about who would want to go first against the supposed veteran of Emily. She put up a very good fight in the first round. It looks like Mitchell is coming up first against Emily. Emily picking Lizard Man and Mitchell picking Nightmare with that massive SoulCalibur sword of his. Can put down a lot of damage, but you have to be very wary of just how far you can swing it and how fast you can swing it as well.
Lizard Man still a reptile, still cannot control his face, gets the opening knockdown. Headbutt there from Lizard Man, and it's a half-life lead. Continues to onslaught with attacks. Again and again, Emily raining down attacks upon Nightmare. Nightmare clutching his gut, falls to the ground.
Mitchell couldn't even get a hit in from that first round. Oh, but gets a couple of hits in as well.
Clean knockdown there from Nightmare, a slide. Puts himself into the corner, interesting strategy. Not as bad as Voldo earlier in the tournament, diving himself into a ring out. And just like that, Lizard Man and Emily emerges victorious. Emily doing a victory dance.
I heard some apologies being sent over to Mitchell. Perhaps she was just going too hard on him, but this is competition. Everything is fair.
Lizard Man would like to express his condolences to the Nightmare family.
And up steps the Tapper Troll himself, picking Voldo once again. Some very odd characters in this SoulCalibur competition.
Another unhygienic licking of the sword by Lizard Man to begin round one. Voldo continuing to do things that I find deeply, deeply disturbing. Flying through the air.
Oh dear, but Voldo's out on the corner. He's getting headbutted by Lizard Man. He might go out of the ring. Oh, just a headbutt.
Again, Lizard Man, unstoppable. Emily, a bold wrecking crew, destroying all of her competition. Round two, half-life already. A perfect Taylor celebrating his masterful strategy of letting Emily win everything.
Tapper Troll just looks distraught at the victor at this loss that he suffered.
There's the lost hug, as is traditional here at Free Play Denton. Anytime you face Emily, go in for the hug.
Being some very good sports as we go into, I believe we're going into the winner's side brackets now.
Indeed.
Which means one of us might be coming off commentary. We might be handing the commentary back over to the Tapper Troll in a little bit.
Maybe not. Michael and myself.
Oh
versus
dear.
Alex and the Grill Master. Once again, I have not had to announce and play at the same time because Michael is just too good. Professional SoulCalibur player, Michael Finn, sauntering up to the joystick.
I would pay to see the simultaneous commentary and playing at the same time.
Won't happen, sir. Michael is about to go with a one-character victory across both Alex and the Grill Master. Grill Master, again, functioning as our sideline reporter today. Looks like we are having Astaroth picked by Alex. Michael goes with Kalik once again. These two are great.
I believe I was hearing at the beginning it was his waifu that he picked. Or was it his dame? I'm not quite sure.
Dame Taki taking some more poke strings at the hands of Michael.
I'm not entirely sure what Taki is equipped with. It seems to be very short range, however, but she's getting in, putting the damage to Kalik.
I believe that is some sort of ninja dagger. But round one goes emphatically to the Grill Master, Carlos Rodriguez, as he attempts to get me off the microphone and into the SoulCalibur ring. Not going to happen, though, as Michael continues to work the range of that bow staff. Unblockable attempt of Grill Master does not find its way home. Taki finds herself on the ground. And the waifu is on the ground.
Round three going on. Taki and Kalik. Grill Master putting some damage to Michael.
Knockdowns for both characters. Second knockdown for Kalik. Life lead for Kalik. And Michael is doing quite well.
Oh, but you don't want to put you back to Tataki. She can put down some damage very quickly, roughly even on life. 20 seconds left. Oh, overhead. Oh, Kalik.
Excellent use of the God button by Michael. And as promised, Michael wins all the matches for me.
If a certain Ray Upshaw was here, I believe he'd be yelling shenanigans at this point.
On to the finals I go, having not played an actual game.
Only the semifinals, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But at the rate you're going, yes, it may very well be until the finals.
On to the winners' final, sir.
Ah, yes, winner finals, yes.
Up next, my broadcast companion, my producer, Ethan Wade.
Yes.
And Dakota. Dakota also having yet to play a game.
Going to hand off the microphone over to the Tap Patrol himself.
They will be facing off.
So here it is, the Tap Patrol himself. I am back again. How are you tonight? We are going to describe what is going on in our everyday life of the Super Night Turbo Fighter, because we're doing a fighter tournament of SoulCalibur right now.
Hold on a second. We are trying to get the names updated as our producer is now fighting. It will be Bowie and his partner Faulkner. Late arriving Faulkner. Late arriving Bowie for that matter. They will be facing off in the semifinals against Ethan Wade and Dakota.
But
see if I can get that right for you.
Both teams, they are an indomitable duo that who knows who will win.
There we go. Brackets are updated. We are ready for our match now. It'll be Ethan Wade to start versus his opponent, Edward Bowie. All Edward has to do is hit start, and we shall pick our characters. There is a sort of permanent event mode here in SoulCalibur. You can always pick a different character.
Oh, Nightmare versus Kalik.
Another Nightmare versus Kalik match. Kalik doing very well in this tournament so far. Nightmare about 50-50.
So, coming around the corner, Nightmare hits him with multiple fucking hits.
Big
However,
swings of the
Kalik
sword from Nightmare. Find their way home. Parry from Nightmare and a throw. Kalik fighting his way back. Edward Bowie showing some veteran savvy. Nightmare afraid to sweep. Understandable. Goes with the big overhead smash. SoulCalibur raining down upon the head of Kalik. Round one to Nightmare and Ethan. Opening hit. 1,000-point bonus to Edward Bowie. No points are awarded, the judges are telling me. Another throw from Nightmare. Kalik has to get off the ground. Round two continues. 20 seconds remain. Roughly even. Knockdown for Nightmare. Kalik fighting his way back again. The block is not held long enough. The deceptively slow swings of Nightmare find their way home. And Ethan Wade moving his way on. What is that beverage you are now enjoying, Tap Patrol?
Right now, I am enjoying the number, can't even remember what it is. I believe it is number 26, the Hoppenheimer. It is a great Irish Pale Ale, believed to come from the North American side.
Hoppenheimer sponsoring that round's commentary. Mitsurugi wins it all during that little announcement. Faulkner's Mitsurugi facing off against the Nightmare of Ethan Wade. Side coverage being provided by one competitor, Edward Bowie. Check Facebook updates for that. Life lead for Mitsurugi, looking to finish off Ethan, his opponent. Big swings of the sword from Nightmare.
Nightmare bringing it in. However, Faulkner will not allow it to happen.
Oh my goodness, soul charge attempted by Mitsurugi. You cannot block during a soul charge. Eats SoulCalibur right to the face.
It just happens sometimes. That is what happens. However, this time around, Nightmare comes out strong. However, Mitsurugi brings him down quick. He is less than half health. However, one more attack left. He brings Mitsurugi down to his own self.
Mitsurugi emerges victorious. Ethan has to call on his partner. Coming up to the ring for the first time tonight in the semifinals. Dakota, one of our top competitors, not going with Nightmare. Instead going with the helmetless Siegfried. Big swing of the sword. Slide, stomp. Solid play here from Dakota. Faulkner fighting his way back with Mitsurugi, going for the ring out. Exposes himself and gets pushed out for his troubles. Ring out. Disgraceful ring out, but a victory nonetheless for Dakota. Massive horizontal slashes find their way home for Siegfried. Knockdown. Mitsurugi fighting his way back, puts Siegfried into the corner. Side throw. Big life lead from Mitsurugi and the KO. Faulkner looking to finish this off as Dakota tries to get used to having idiots yell into his ear as he competes in a fighting game tournament. Big life lead for Dakota.
Dakota dealing well. However,
and the superior length
Faulkner
prevails.
could just not handle with it.
Dakota winning. Now getting some advice from the losers bracket.
Tap Patrol signing off.
Ethan
Here
Wade
is-
and Dakota into the finals. Back to losers bracket action.
What a quite exhilarating match that was. Winners finals match that was. Wow.
Ethan, how much alcohol do you believe has been provided in this tournament?
I would say roughly, a third to a half gallon, I would say. It's quite a lot of alcohol if you really think about it.
Fair enough. Alex and the Grill Master up next against Derek and Arthur.
Summoned from his perch at Super Turbo.
Unfortunately, we have to report that he had to let go of the 3 kick buttons just to walk up to SoulCalibur.
Unfortunate. He's going back with his Dame Taki.
Dame Taki saunters up to the ring. Lizard Man, the choice for Derek. Let's see how good Grill Master's Waifu Ninja dagger skills are.
Trading some blows here from Lizard Man Taki.
Nice-
Gets a big throw
Nice
from
run-up
Taki.
throw from Taki. Somewhere Jose is proud of the walk-up throw. Big life lead for Taki. Horizontal slashes nearly result in a ring out. Into the corner is Taki fighting her way out with the dagger. Parried somehow back to the ring. Taki fights her way through and emerges victorious in round 1 over Lizard Man. Unblockable attempt by Taki not finding its way home. Lizard Man counters with a massive, massive vertical slash. Again, super soul charging results in Lizard Man getting a free juggle. Big life lead. Taki again fighting her way back, but
and that's going to be death.
Derek with the throw.
Throw out of the ring, too. Some just assault upon the wound from Lizard Man here as we go into the 3rd round.
Grillmaster had no idea that throw was coming from Derek.
Grillmaster putting down the hurt on Lizard Man, and Derek is reeling. Gonna try to get some upward slashes, trying to get a jump. Gets a throw
Another
in.
throw from Lizard Man Derek. Derek appears to be growing scales in real life as we speak.
It's incredible to see.
But it does not help him prevail. Massive slashes. Incredible speed from Carlos Rodriguez. Waifu Taki. Sorry.
And as Derek walks off, you can hear Arthur saying, "Don't worry, I got it. I got it." Very confident from Arthur as we go into the second round.
Common refrain from Evo champion and noted child killer Arthur Williams.
Big damage from Mitsurugi as Arthur picks up Mitsurugi against Taki. It's a bit, it's so much life lead.
Near 75, 80% life lead for Mitsurugi.
And that's going to be almost a perfect.
Not quite a perfect, but an easy, quick Round 1 going to Mitsurugi, carefully moving around, using that superior weapon length against Taki.
A big throw from Taki. A German suplex, it looked like. Ray Upshaw would have been proud to see that.
No follow-up, though. Mitsurugi has a follow-up for Taki. Big life lead and a KO.
Sweep into a combo, and Arthur takes it.
Carlos, the Grill Master Rodriguez, our beloved sideline reporter, pours one out for his fallen comrade, Michael Beltran, onto the control panel. Sorry.
We're updating the brackets right now as we speak. We are going on to Faulkner and Bowie versus Emily and Taylor.
Faulkner and Bowie versus Emily and Taylor.
Might have to go round them up as well.
Emily currently fetching Taylor on Monster Bash. No, I take that back. Emily discussing strategy with the already defeated Levi.
Very bold choice of strategy, if I might say.
Edward Bowie and Faulkner versus Emily and Taylor.
Might have to go hunt down Emily and Taylor.
Emily is aware. Fetching Taylor from outdoors.
The joys of being in a small venue. Your voice carries.
Emily is back in the building, being followed by Taylor, who reeks of one tobacco product.
And currently up right now. We just have some casuals going on, just waiting, just killing some time, as it were, just waiting for everyone to get here. Edward Bowie taking a massive swing from Azeroth's axe. Not quite sure how he swings that axe around so.
Before we get to this, we are going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Carlos Rodriguez, for comments on Michael Beltran's death. Take it away, Carlos.
I'm Carlos?
What? This is not.
Wait a minute.
Carlos, the Grill Master Rodriguez.
I am
out of the
Grill
tournament.
Master. I carry the jukebox of free play.
There you go. Live reporting from Carlos, sounding like Emily, who is now due back up on the stage.
I am Carlos. I drink Lone Star.
There we have it.
Accurate statements from Carlos. Now she goes up to face her opponent, Edward Bowie. Edward and Faulkner versus Emily and her pungent partner, Taylor. Emily and Taylor, sponsored fighters today by Marlboro. Swift and cool. Enjoy a smooth Marlboro. Big swings from Lizard Man.
Yeah, speaking of smooth, Lizard Man just laying on some smooth hits onto Edward Bowie's Khalik. But Edward Bowie's not going down easy. He's going to get some swings in before he goes down. But Emily with the life lead.
Lightning fast action, and Emily emerges victorious. Or is that Carlos?
We're not quite sure yet. We need to have further reports from the sidelines when we can.
Round 2, Lizard Man of Emily with the life lead. Very, very close with 25 seconds to go.
Big overhead sweep. Oh, another big combo from Khalik. Edward Bowie has the life lead. I take that back. Emily now has the life lead and the round.
Emily knocks Edward Bowie completely unconscious with a headbutt and out of the ring.
That's quite a distance he got carried. It's actually incredible how far he flew. Upsets Faulkner, selecting Mitsurugi and his samurai sword. Perhaps it can pierce the scaly skin of Lizard Man and Taylor and Emily. I'm sorry.
No worries. Ethan has been drinking. Faulkner and Mitsurugi fighting against Emily and Lizard Man. Big lead from Emily in round 1. But Lizard Man in the corner and out of the ring. The killing spree temporarily halted. Lizard Man emerges from the water. Round 2 action. Knocked down to Mitsurugi. Lizard Man, life lead.
Oh, big overhead swing from Mitsurugi. Might get a combo out of it. Just some wild swings from both competitors here.
No blocking whatsoever. The white button completely illegal in this match. Big vertical slashes from Mitsurugi.
Mitsurugi has the life lead. Another big overhead swing from Mitsurugi. Big stab. Lizard Man's on the ropes.
Mitsurugi doesn't quite get the perfect. It goes ring out. It goes ring out. A massive life lead for Mitsurugi means absolutely nothing as Emily tosses her opponent out of the ring and does a celebratory dance. Faulkner goes in for the hug, but he will no longer be in this tournament. And Taylor can go back outside and have another sweet Marlboro Red. Once again, Marlboro sponsoring Emily and Taylor.
One of the very interesting things of SoulCalibur is the ring out mechanism. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's a set perimeter. If you send your opponent outside of the ring, that is an automatic knockout. You could be at 0%, 1%, 100%. It doesn't matter. If you get knocked out, that's it. That's the end of the round.
Up next, our winners final. Michael Finn, and rumor has it myself, I have not actually touched a button in this tournament, because one Michael Finn has gone on a personal killing spree, defeating nearly every person in the tournament by herself.
Oh dear! I just realized I might be stepping up, both commentating and fighting at the same time. This is going to be interesting.
That's correct. Ethan Wade and Dakota facing off against Michael. Alex trying to sneak in an extra match. Ethan continuing to don the microphone.
That's right, I am doing both.
He does have a good view of the match.
Ringside, if you will, Nightmare versus Khalik. Two long-range warriors. Who will come out victorious? We will find out. Battle 1.
Big slash there from Nightmare. Knockdown to Khalik. Khalik returns the favor. Another knockdown for Khalik. Strong kicks. Expert use of the length of that bow staff. And Nightmare getting pummeled in the air. Poked into a knockout.
This is not looking very good right now for me, but it's all right. It's only round 1.
Round 1 goes to the invincible Michael.
A big stab from Nightmare. Oh, a big air combo.
Oki action from Nightmare. Khalik makes her way up though. Unblockable? No, Soul Charge attempt. Soul Charge actually working for Michael. How? Repelled attack there from Nightmare, but cannot stop the onslaught, and once again, the undefeated, unbeatable Michael Finn facing off in the winner's bracket final.
Have to say, ladies and gentlemen,
looking to OCV the entire tournament.
Very difficult, both commentating and fighting at the same time.
Invincible Khalik of Michael against Siegfried of Dakota. Again, the Siegfried of Dakota dominating in casuals, has not faced against Michael. There's the poke string that has been doing so much damage.
Oh, a big swing from Siegfried. Oh,
there,
almost onto the ring.
Good defense provided by Siegfried, waiting for his turn.
Some big parries, and Siegfried is going to take it first round.
Siegfried wins round 1. Michael searching, looking for heavy defense. Nice counterattack. Superior reactions there from Michael. What is that move? Don't know.
Looked like a parry of some sort, but it did not work. Oh!
Massive wake-up attack from Michael.
Some big acrobatics from Khalik. And, he's got Siegfried on the ropes, and he's going to take the round.
Khalik is down. Final round. Michael versus Dakota.
A big stab from Dakota takes it. Oh, trying to get the Soul Charge.
Another wake-up attack. Siegfried in the corner. Khalik puts himself in the corner.
Very dangerous being in the corner right now.
Again, all these unpredictable attacks coming out of Khalik. Much defense tried by Siegfried. Doing okay.
Big swings. Oh, big stab.
Life lead. There we go.
Oh, my.
Michael finally defeated.
The shoe is on the other foot now. Chris Delp is stepping up against Dakota's Siegfried. And for the first time this tournament, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Delp is stepping up to fight for the right to be Tuesday Night Fights champion. Who is Chris Delp going to pick? He's going to pick Sofita. have not seen Chris Delp at all play this game at all. I'm not sure if he is necessarily the amateur or the pro in this.
It's hard to say when they don't play the game, ever. Because the partner wins it all for them.
That's a good point. That's a good point as Arthur Williams steps up, being a co-commentator while Chris Delp.
Chris Delp picking Sophicia, dashing in, going low, knocking Siegfried down. Going low again, same string.
Realizing my
And goes high the second hit this time. Has Siegfried up against the ropes. 30% life left Siegfried. Siegfried fighting his way out, getting some hits on Sophicia. And knocking him down with the low again, once again. Sophicia taking out Siegfried.
Chris is picking up from my mistake, commentating and fighting. He's just fighting, and he's doing quite well picking up the first round.
In. Siegfried gets the first hit. Sophicia back turn AA. Gets with the cartwheel. Counter hitting the big stab.
Combos
Sophicia.
From Sophicia.
Huge life lead. He gets hit with a high-low. Siegfried going sidestepping. Sophicia, AA, gets the cartwheel, gets stabbed for her troubles, up against the corner, works her way out with the 8-way, and very little life, and Sophicia takes it.
Oh dear, we have a formidable team on our hands in grand finals with Michael Finn and Chris Delp.
Congratulations, Chris Delp, and as long as I have the microphone, I like to say this is my favorite gin joint in town.
That's right, free play, Denton. $6 get you in. Well, not necessarily all you can drink, but all you can play till 11, till, I believe, 1 or 2 on weekends now. God bless Denton. I believe 48 or 50 beers on tap, always being cycled through. It's a wonderful place if you always want to stop in. And up steps Chris Delp.
Thank you.
Back up from his winners finals victory.
Tuesday night fights, SoulCalibur and Denton, the only place where you can win one single match and find yourself in the winners final.
That's right.
Grand final.
Yes, grand final. Chris Delp sending his co-commentator, myself, into losers. It's gonna be quite a ladder to climb. Given the double elimination format.
Our losers semifinals, Derek and Arthur. Back against the wall, facing off against Emily and Taylor. Taylor in the building. Let's see who they choose. Derek once again going with his lizard man. He'll be looking for the throw.
Is Emily going to pick somebody else different? No, she's going to pick Sofita.
Emily and Sofita. Sofitia. I can't pronounce it.
I cannot pronounce it either. A sword and shield wearing combo between the two.
I do believe this is a rematch. Big juggling moves. Emily needs to teach me how to do that. Lizard Man, the uncharacteristic throw from Derek. Big swings of the sword from Lizard Man. Nicely done. Lizard Man wins round 1 narrowly.
Derek picking up the first round. Emily not phased by it, though. She's seen this kind of situation before, picks up a good bit of damage going into round 2.
Ducks the throw attempt. How did she know a throw was coming from Derek?
Big damage from Sofitia and Emily. Emily getting the kicks,
2
getting
or
the hits.
3, 4 knockdowns. Sofitia emerges victorious in round 2. A final battle. Soul charge from Lizard Man.
Still not quite sure what that does.
Makes you get hit in the face. I have determined it through 17 different soul charges today.
Interesting. Very good commentary from my co-partner, Chris Delp. Lizard Man, Derek taking a big chunk of damage.
Looked like it would be a perfect.
Throw. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be enough. Emily's dethroned.
Has had no idea a throw was coming. Derek wins with a throw, and Lizard Man celebrates by not moving his face at all.
Going to get a better perspective from what's going on. Looks like
Taylor is
picking up Kalik. Another unsavory sword lick from Lizard Man. Seems very unsanitary.
Taylor and Kalik. Backs against the wall. Nice sweep. Knockdown. Lizard Man back on his feet. Back to the ground. Big swings of the staff from Kalik. He is a very athletic young man.
Does not look like anyone's trying to block right now. It seems just not like very kosher to do.
Again, white button is not usable in the loser's bracket.
So what a side privilege only I hear. Taylor
Round one
picking
going
up
to
the first
Kalik.
round.
Yes, yes. Wild cartwheeling kicks find their way home improbably from Kalik. More cartwheel kicks, more swings of the staff. Lizardman fighting from a massive life deficit and takes a vicious, vicious bow staff to the gut.
And Free Play Arthur's once again walking up saying, don't worry, I got it. The first time he said that, he came out victorious. Let's see if second time's the charm.
Evo champion Arthur Williams stepping up with Mitsurugi once again. Will he go with his Captain Kirk strategy of walking into the background? Yes, he does. Kalik not thinking in the 3 dimensions. This ain't Street Fighter.
You have quite a crowd.
Big punish there. Mitsurugi in a new stance.
A big combo from Mitsurugi.
Nice sidestep there from Kalik, fighting for his life. Oh, down goes Kalik.
Arthur's going to get the first round.
Round one, Arthur Williams. Somewhere the kids defeated in his Mario Maker tournament are crying once again. Significant life lead there. Sweeps and more from Arthur Williams. Another sweep.
Oh, this may be a perfect. Oh, nice parry. Perfect and the perfect. The 7 golden letters for Arthur Williams.
Kalik
takes the win.
Taylor and Kalik had themselves a throw break, but still get perfected.
And we're going into losers finals.
Losers finals. It's Ethan and Dakota versus Derek and FBA's own Arthur Williams.
All for the opportunity to face Michael Finn and Chris Delp once again in grand finals.
Once again, you are listening to live coverage of Free Play Tuesday Night Fights at Free Play Denton.
Trying to search out the Tapatrol.
Free Play Denton has a new mural for your enjoyment, covering up all the wonderful brickwork and other ancient artifacts of this building.
Yes, indeed. I believe we may hand over commentary over to Arthur Williams.
Up now, emerging victorious, Evo champion Arthur Williams. How did you emerge victorious in that match?
Well, I started off by sidestepping, and then from there, I used a B. The B hits whenever they do anything, if they're not stepping themselves, so I kept doing it, and I did it again, and I did it again. If at any point looks like the sidestep B is not going to work, I want to use either a back KB or a 2KB, and use the high-low mix-up of am I going to go low or am I going to go high? And that is the long and the short of my strategy.
Forgive the odd voice of our commentator, Arthur Williams. He may still have a concussion from that fight earlier.
Lizardman has won the first game. I was not even looking.
We are hoping that one Derek Tech of Free Play Denton can give you a nice long break during this losers bracket final. Ethan and Dakota versus Derek and Arthur. Alex playing for unclear what's going on.
That was apparently just a casual match. The real fight starts now.
There we go. The Lizard Man of Derek versus the Nightmare of Ethan. Ethan electing not to commentate his own match with his tournament life on the line. Oh, another unsavory, disrespectful lick of his sword from Lizard Man.
Meanwhile, Ethan picks up his sword with his giant mutating crazy arm. I don't understand, Nightmare. Where did he get that arm?
Big swings of the sword from Lizard Man. And here, a throw from Nightmare. Derek, not knowing what to do with his opponent, throws him again and again.
Lizardman kicking low, and now Nightmare stabbing and punching with this crazy arm. Getting stabbed himself for his troubles. Lizardman working his way in, but runs into Nightmare's giant sword. It turns out that if you have that much range of your opponent, you have a decisive advantage.
So a 16-foot sword is indeed practical in SoulCalibur. Interesting. Nice throw there.
That's a side throw. Let's go, Nightmare.
Derek, not one throw this entire match. Maybe he's turning over a new leaf, although that leaf may be losing.
I'm going to pass this off.
All right. Ethan Wade has one more win, maybe against Evo champion Arthur Williams. He revealed his strategy earlier. We will recap it here, but I'm out of breath. Battle 1 begins. Mitsurugi versus Nightmare. Mitsurugi of Arthur Williams gets the first knockdown. Has another swing blocked. Another knockdown. Again, that 3D movement being quite effective. Massive swings of the sword from Nightmare from in the corner. One finds its way home. Good blocking, good defense there. Oh, you can't block a throw, says Ethan. Young Ethan staying in this match. Perhaps the full distance. No. 13 seconds remain on the clock. And Nightmare can't answer the bell. Round 2 begins. Throw attempt from Nightmare does not find its way home. Pro tip to all players, B button tracks. That's all. That is all. Nice sweep there from Nightmare. Another throw attempt, not finding its way home. A second throw attempt does find its way home. Great movement there from Arthur Williams. Superior defense, superior strategy. Captain Kirk is proud. And Arthur Williams faces off against the Siegfried of Dakota. Our radio broadcast of Tuesday Night Fights continues. Dakota versus Arthur. Dakota picking Siegfried. Arthur with Mitsurugi. Dakota with the nice knockdown. Sweep, stomp. He's got some strategy here. I think this man may own himself a Dreamcast. Slash, swipe. Arthur knowing what he's doing. Cold, calculated. Mid-low mix-ups, and out of the ring goes Siegfried, defeated. Round 1, going to Arthur. Mitsurugi, oddly not named Arthur, sweeping and slashing his way to a massive life lead in round 2. Back turn now. Siegfried trying to measure the distance.
Dakota
Swings
needs
wildly.
to get something big. That is not something big.
No, that's a nice block, though. Knockdown from Siegfried. There's the slidey. Arthur can't react. Low kicks trying to scum out a last-minute victory. 10 seconds to go. There it goes.
And that's going to do it. We have our winner. We have our grand final set. It's going to be Derek and Free Play Arthur versus Michael Finn and Free Play Chris Delp.
One invincible Michael Finn confidently sauntering up to the stage, having won all but one of her matches.
Jackson, stream isn't working. We do not have direct video feed, so we are bringing you an old-timey radio broadcast of SoulCalibur for Tuesday Night Fights Denton.
As usual, our broadcasts from Free Play Denton have been known to be wheels off. This marks a new record for wheels offness.
What year is this? Asked Tiger Lily. That's a good question. I'm not sure if it's 2019 or 1919.
Unclear there. Radio broadcast happening of a match appearing to take place in the medieval times. The medieval times where apparently lizards were men and unhealthily licked their swords.
As we go into the first round of grand finals, remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is double elimination. Michael Finn and Chris Delp have to lose twice to be eliminated from the tournament.
That's a funny notion because Michael Finn does not lose at all. And Kalik immediately goes to work, breaking a throw. Superior strategy, superior reflexes, and Michael Finn swinging that staff wildly into the air.
Derek putting on some damage, might be close.
Nice. Might be going for the throat.
Oh.
No throw for you, sir.
Michael Finn with just the poke of the bow staff gets the first victory.
Hard to get in to throw your opponent when they stab you clean through with a wooden bow staff.
It's very impressive. Going on to round 2. Derek and Michael Finn. Oh, Michael getting the first hits with Kalik.
Good trip with the back swinging bow staff of Kalik. Lizard Man with the life lead now, 25 seconds. Kalik with the comeback. Kalik poking successfully.
Derek,
and there you go. Oh. Michael Finn on to one final match. The title belt is out. Michael Finn shakes the hand of her fallen opponent.
And once again,
Arthur Williams feigning confidence.
Walking up saying, I got it. He hasn't been wrong. He hasn't been wrong before.
I'm in the losers bracket, you know.
He said it himself. He's in the losers bracket.
Little known fact, Kalik, like Donatello, does machines. They are not allowed in this tournament, though.
Some very good humor from my co-commentator, Chris Delp, as we go into round 2 of the grand finals. Oh, but Mitsurugi, Arthur, putting down some massive damage and taking the first round.
If you mash it and you hit the ground,
And some coaching going on here from Chris Delp going on to his partner. I'm not sure of the legality of that, but I'm a measly commentator. Chris Delp is also the tournament director. What he says goes.
Arthur walking into the background. Michael provided with the new B button strategy. Catches him for his troubles. Nice juggle there from Arthur. Good spacing. Nice blocking. Nice punish. And Arthur Williams actually is the second person to defeat Michael in tournament today. And I guess I have to fight one more time.
One more time.
I hope I win because I don't want to talk anymore on this microphone.
As Chris Delp says that, it is just me, Ethan Wade, the lone commentator. Just Chris Delp handed the microphone over to his partner Michael Finn. Just put on the microphone, talk into it. It's okay. It's a bunch of nonsense tonight. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, we can hear each other.
Nonsense,
wonderful.
I can't do the old-timey voice.
That's all right. Mitsurugi, Arthur taking the first hit. Sofitia and Chris Delp playing as Sofitia. Mitsurugi using a good kick. Oh, big combo. Oh, and
man.
Low sweep. Mitsurugi taking a big kick but missing. Sofitia putting on the pressure. It's getting very close. Only 15 seconds left.
Oh,
but Mitsurugi has the life lead and is going to take the first round. We might have a grand finals bracket reset as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Mitsurugi and Arthur Williams, one victory away from resetting the bracket, and we're going to have to do this all over again. Putting the damage onto Sofitia. Chris Delp just does not know what to do right now. He's always just taking damage. He's taking kicks. He's blocking. Mitsurugi,
almost out of the ring.
Almost out of the ring. Bringing it back into the middle. Was that a low blow it looked like? Oh my goodness. Sofitia just low blowed Mitsurugi.
I shouldn't be rooting for my team right now.
It's okay. Michael Finn rooting on it. The support's going to be enough for Chris Delp. Match point going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Mitsurugi and Sofitia. Arthur Williams taking the first hit, getting another hit in, getting a sweep, getting an upward sweep. Almost to the outside. It's going to be the ring out.
Knockout.
It's going to be the ring out for the grand final reset. Chris, what happened? We're going to reset the bracket, ladies and gentlemen.
Up now. The bracket has been reset.
That's
Michael
right.
Finn back up to play. One more game awarded to her by her incompetent teammate.
I must say, ladies and gentlemen,
thinking about how to throw his opponent now.
The adrenaline in this building is breaking out of the roof right now. You can physically see it if you were here. You can see all the excitement and the adrenaline rushing through this building. Grand Finals reset, second round. We're doing this again. An unsavory lick from Lizard Man. Michael Allen picking Kalik. Derek taking, I don't know if Derek is trying to get the throws. He's going in fast, but getting in close. A big throw.
Another
is that going to be enough?
An uncharacteristic throw from Derek. And a ring out. Ring out.
Derek taking the strategy from Free Play's Arthur, getting the ring out for the first round.
All right. Battle 2 begins. Kalik with the early knockdown. Derek fighting his way back.
Roughly even on health. Derek's going to get this air juggle.
Big combo there from Kalik. Another, but back to the corner.
No!
And a second ring out from Michael.
2 ring outs in a row for Derek. And, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Delp is walking up with the possibility of having to beat both Derek and, no, I take that back. He is going to have to beat both Derek and Arthur to win this Tuesday Night Fights. Can he do it? Chris taking the last swigs of his Mr. Brown's coffee. Also, this Tuesday Night Fights Grand Finals brought to you by Mr. Brown's Coffee, the favorite coffee of Chris Delp. Speaking of Chris Delp, he's getting into the first round, picking his Sofitia against Derek's Lizard Man. Sofitia is losing the health. Might get thrown out with this throw. He's going to take a lot of damage, though. Lizard Man has the life lead, Derek's getting in close. He's going to get the first round. Derek might take this himself. He might take out both competitors in the second round of the grand finals. Sofitia, it's not out. Kristoff is not going to take. He's not going to take this without a fight. He's going to put the damage on. But it's going to be enough. We're going to go to round 3 between Kristoff and Derek Fisher, or Derek. I'm not sure of his last name. Fist bumps between the two competitors. It's been a hell of a grand finals. Block from Sofitia. Flip kicks, stabs. Lizard Man, Derek's getting in. Gonna get the kicks, gonna get the stabs. But Sofitia's gotta put the damage on. It's gonna be close. Derek's gonna take it. Or Derek's not gonna take it. Chris Delp is gonna take it. It's gonna be the 2 free play employees, Chris Delp and Arthur Williams. The battle of the community liaisons, ladies and gentlemen, for the Tuesday Night Fights title. Mitsurugi versus Sofitia. Arthur Williams versus Chris Delp. Sofitia getting the damage in. But Mitsurugi's going to turn it around. Mitsurugi has the life lead. They're both roughly about center, so there's not a danger of a ring out yet. But Sofitia's getting pushed. Another low blow. Another low blow from Sofitia. That doesn't seem legal. Sofitia pushing Mitsurugi into the back. But Arthur Williams is going to get the low-high sweep combo. Takes round 1. Free plays. Arthur Williams is 1 round away from winning Tuesday Night Fights. Chris Delp is not going to take it without a fight, though. Good blocks from Chris Delp. Sofitia, he's going to get the sweep for Mitsurugi, and it's going to be the bread and butter combo for Mitsurugi for Arthur Williams. This might be it. He's got the life lead. That's going to be it. Arthur Williams has done it. Derek and Arthur Williams are your Tuesday Night Fights SoulCalibur champions.
Congratulations to new Tuesday Night Fights champions emerging from the losers bracket, finding out Chris Delp's weakness. He can't block low. He is incapable. As a true Tekken player, he refuses to block low. As a SoulCalibur player, he hasn't learned how to parry low. Therefore, it is an invincible strategy.
From Mash B, is this a joke stream? I don't think this is a joke or not. I'm out of breath. I'm so enthused and so hyped up from this match. It was incredible.
Now sounds like what you need is a drink for your favorite speakeasy free play.
How
about a giant gin and tonic? If you're not a free play Denton, you can order one.
Let's hear from our champions, Derek from Denton and Arthur Williams.
SoulCalibur. It was a great game in the 90s. It's a great game today.
It is indeed a great game.
I truly enjoy my strategy of go low or go high with 2 safe on block attacks.
That is superior strategy and the only actual strategy provided today. Derek.
I enjoyed my strategy of relying on my partner, Arthur Williams.
A very sound strategy, backs me.
Congratulations. Now we will go out into the parking lot and present the giant championship belt to both of our victorious winners of the tournament, Derek and Arthur. Thank you all for tuning in to this live radio broadcast of your SoulCalibur Tuesday Night Fights 2v2 championship. Join us next week as we will be playing one rarely known game in Richardson, Super Turbo in Richardson, 1 week from today. Nice. Derek, champion of Tuesday Night Fights, will you be coming?
I will absolutely be there.
You heard it here.
I'm glad to hear it. I'll be there as well.
Last time we did Tuesday Night Fight Super Turbo, 70 people came out.
70 people?
Goodness.
That's
70
madness.
people. It is madness. We may still be there. We refused to do it for another 9 months because we hadn't slept in that entire time. But with that, an out-of-breath Chris Delp is signing off for his partner, the champion, Arthur Williams.
Well, I'd like to thank you for all the commentary, Chris Delp. It was great.
Absolutely, that was awesome.
Truly the bee's knees.
For
the bee's knees.
For the incredible tech, Derek, also champion. And this one goes out in memoriam to the late Michael Beltran, killed in action earlier in this stream.
I miss you, Michael Beltran. And with that, good night.
Good night, everybody.